All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go racing from Iowa Speedway. Richie Joplin and Kyle McRacken Martin on the front row. Stephen Choate, Kenny Tripp on the second row. Vern Spring, John Barry on the third row. Russell Worth and the Mad Bear on the fourth row. DP Riggins and Andrew Thornton rounding out your top 10. Brandon Young starting in 11th and Ed Sr. in 12th. Edmund Jones starts 13th, Michael Cray in 14th, and Stephen Gary starts in 15th. Kevin, that's a great idea. Waiting for the last driver to take to the grid before we get the green flag here. Several drivers still have the opportunity with 2 weeks left to go in the season to pick up spots. Richie Joplin still able to pull into the top 5 in points. Edmund Jones could move up into the top 3. Andrew Thornton could move up to 7th. Vern Spring could pick up some spots. A lot of the drivers out here looking to gain anything they can tonight. Matt Bear is definitely going to pick up several spots tonight. However, I do not think he's going to get the 400 points necessary that he said he would to win the title. Lights are out, getting ready for the green. Next time by. Richie Joplin sitting on the pole again tonight. Can he finally get it to victory lane? Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Iowa. Kyle Martin has to be very careful up there on the high side with the car bottoming out until the air pressure comes up. Several drivers losing some positions here early. DP Riggins drops back 3 spots. Car definitely a handful, bottoming out, hitting the pan through the turns. It's going to take about 2 more laps for the tire pressure to reach where they're not going to be bottoming out. Richie Joplin pulls out front. McRacken looking up high. Kenny Tripp trying to claim 3rd here. Vern Spring on the march again. Edmund Jones already up 3 spots into 9th. Now 4. Oh, caution! We've got cars in the wall. And looks like some contact. Turns Vern around. He collects Russell Worth. Vern ends up having to tow to pit road. Richie Joplin continuing to lead. On the move is Edmund Jones up 6 spots into 7th. Andrew Thornton up 2 spots into 8th. Brandon Young up 2 spots now into 9th. And Michael Cray, who got in here late, no practice, up 3 spots into 11th. If you guys missed it, you can go find it on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube yesterday. Angie got to try American Truck Simulator, and that is entertaining. Also rated R. And guess what, folks? She will be doing more. Yeet indeed. Vern got yeeted. We also put a poll on Facebook today looking at some of the different stuff we're doing in our spare time. Andrew Thornton on pit road. Edmund Jones also in. Now the drivers were going to be 2 to 3 laps short on fuel. Pace laps will help. Kevin, I'm going to have to give it a try here before too much longer, but she wanted to give it a whirl, and who am I to say no? And we had quite a few good laughs. Lights are out on the pace car. They stack back up for the restart. Brandon Young now up 6 spots into 5th. Richie Joplin continues to lead. Kyle Martin in 2nd. Kenny Tripp 3rd. John Berry 4th. Brandon Young 5th. DP Riggins, Michael Cray, Ed Sr., Stephen Gary, and Matt Bear round out your top 10. Here we go, pace car about to drop in. Richie in the zone, fires green flag, back in the air. With the pace laps, everybody should be able to go the distance on fuel. Obviously a few drivers dropping in early as Kenny Tripp said he was going to get aggressive tonight. He is going for the lead. Kenny Tripp officially became the champ at the start of this race. Oh, McCracken looks to the bottom as they go down the back straightaway. Kenny Tripp had a bobble through 1 and 2. But Richie Joplin holds them off. Now Tripp back down to the bottom for 2nd. Meanwhile, John Berry up to 4th. And Edmund Jones on the march. Oh, Edmund loose at a 2. Caution is out. Looks like Brandon Young got down to the apron and got loose up toward the front of the pack. Matt Bear faked to pit road. Kyle Martin faked to pit road and then took the infield road. McRecken doing McRecken things. These pace laps definitely helping the fuel mileage situation. Kyle Martin's connection is giving him problems again. He's blinking. Matt Bear tried to fake the pit road yet again. As they stack back up for the restart, lights are out on the pace car. Richie Joplin and Kyle Martin still in the front row. Kenny Tripp, John Berry on the second, DP Riggins, Michael Cray on the third, Matt Bear, Ed Sr., Russell Worth, and Edmund Jones round out your top 10. Here we go. Pace car is in. Richie Joplin in the zone. Fires. Green flag back in the air. McRecken to the high side. Kenny Tripp shoots the gap. He moves up to the high side. He gets the nose in up top. Kyle giving him a push down the back straightaway. John Berry still holds on to fourth. Michael Cray, holy cow! Tripp up the wall. Caution is out. And what a ride. Kenny Tripp tried to get to the outside of Richie. Gets a bump from McRecken. Comes down. Collects Matt Bear. Matt goes for a spin. Brandon Young and DP Riggins also involved. Oh, Brandon and Russell Worth get together in turn one, trying to avoid it, and I do believe DP went for a ride through the grass. Oh, DP just gets stuck in the middle, pushed around, ping pong down to the infield. Kevin, I will tell you one thing. She's going to start using the controller because my legs are much, much longer and it's hard for her to reach the pedals on my wheel stand. He did get Oreo'd. Matt Bear, Kyle Martin, Kenny Tripp, and DP Riggins all on pit road. Vern Spring, after getting turtled early on, is getting a lap back here. Should put him one lap down. John Berry up to second now by avoiding that. Same with Michael Cray making it to third. Cray up 11 spots, had not been on track with the setup until qualifying. Got barely 2 laps in. Ed Sr. in fourth. Russell Worth now up to fifth. Andrew Thornton in sixth. Edmund in seventh. Stephen Choate in eighth. Stephen Gray in ninth. Brandon Young sits in 10th. Lights are out as they get ready to go green. Richie Joplin got the pole in qualifying, has led every lap so far. That is a possibility. Pace car is in. Richie Joplin in the zone, fires. Green back in the air. Richie, his best restart so far. Michael Cray slides up into second. Barry now to third. Ed Sr. up into fourth. Andrew Thornton on the march in fifth. Edmund Jones lurking just behind in sixth as Andrew Thornton goes for fourth. Oh, Andrew, they touch. Ed Sr. manages to pull ahead. Stephen Choate tries to take advantage. Andrew's in the middle. Andrew gets a little bump from Edmund, goes up the track, holds on to it. Here comes McRacken. McRacken now back up into seventh. Meanwhile, Richie Joplin out in front, but Michael Cray trying to close the gap. Off turn 2, down the back straightaway. Cray is looking low. Stephen Choate just set the fastest lap of the race in fourth place as he tries to close the gap. Ed Sr. now into fifth. Edmund Jones in sixth. Andrew Thornton 7th, McRacken in 8th, Kenny Tripp in 9th, and the Mad Bear in 10th. Now Thornton sets the fastest lap, and he's the first driver under 23 seconds. Oh, we've got one around. Caution! It's John Berry. Coming out of turn 4, a car slides up the track. And I believe that was Stephen Choate that slid up and just barely tapped him, but at a point in the track where the car is always on edge, Choate a little bit loose himself. Richie Joplin maintains the lead with Cray in second. Matt Bear heads to pit road. Russell Worth also on pit road. With these pace laps, the drivers that have not pitted will not need to. DP Riggins trying to fight his way back, currently in 10th after getting sent through the infield, going around. He is fighting his way back toward the front. Stephen Gary also trying to make his way forward, as is Brandon Young. Lights are out on the pace car. Richie Joplin controls the restart. Richie has to vary those restarts each time to catch the other drivers sleeping. We'll see what he does here. Pace car in. He waits, fires, green in the air. Outside line almost stacks up as Andrew Thornton has to move up high. Oh, Ed Sr. loose through 1 and 2, but holds on to her. Richie in the lead, but Craig look to the high side now. Here comes Stephen Choate up top. Choate has a good run on the high side. Now Cray looks to the bottom. Can't get in there. Richie pulls ahead. He's going to reclaim the lead, but Choate not done yet. Andrew Thornton back and forth, watching the action just ahead. And what a battle we got going on as DP Riggins up to 9th, right behind the champ, Kenny Tripp. Tripp trying to make his way forward, but a lot of fast cars right behind him. Richie out front, Stephen Choate in second, Michael Cray in third, Andrew Thornton now to fourth, Edmund Jones in fifth, Ed Sr. fading. A little bobble out of Ed. DP trying to make a move here. DP getting by the champ, Kenny Tripp. John Barry currently sits in 10th, Vern Spring in 11th. The Mad Bear in 12th, Brandon Young in 13th, Stephen Gary in 14th, and Russell Worth in 15th. Russell a couple of laps down, hoping for a couple of quick cautions. Ed Sr. dropped to the tail end of the field through 1 and 2. Oh, we've got a wreck in 3, and it's John Barry over. Vern Spring on the high side, Barry and Kenny Tripp side by. Oh, Barry and Vern get together. Russell Worth gets caught in it again. Fortunately, this time Vern able to hold on to it. He does not go over. Richie Joplin continues to maintain the lead. Andrew Thornton, is he coming in? Yes, he is. Matt Bear also coming in. Vern Spring is headed in. John Berry on his way in, and Russell Worth. Richie continuing to lead, trying to get the most laps led here. Richie can still get into the top 5 in points before the end of the season. But Stephen Choate now up to second, Michael Cray in third, Edmond in fourth, and McRecken in fifth. Although McRecken's connection, it seems to be getting a little bit worse. Kenny Tripp's at 6th, DP in 7th, Stephen Gary in 8th, Brandon Young in 9th, and Ed Sr. in 10th. Russell Worth and John Berry both still on pit road. Their chances of winning may be over. John Berry was up there battling with the leaders. Russell had been battling to try and get himself back on the lead lap. Lights go out on the pace car. They stack back up. Oh, John Berry had his fast repair clicked off when he hit pit road. His race is over. What a heartbreak for one of the guys that was extraordinarily fast out there tonight. It looked like John had a shot at the win tonight. Came in tonight 16th at points, stands to still pick up several spots before this one is over. Pace car is in. Richie controls the restart. He fires. Green flag back in the air. Michael Cray has a little bit of a bobble on the gas, but holds it. Out of turn 2, some close calls with the wall. McRecken trying to make his way up. Kenny Tripp trying to get back to the front. You can definitely tell Tripp has cranked the aggression up tonight. Edmund Jones now up into 4th. And Stephen Gary continues his march to the front, up 8 spots into 7th. A lot of close battling for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, right behind the leader. Edmund looking low for 3rd. Michael Cray looks to shoot the gap down to the bottom. Richie has the run off the high side and holds the lead. Stephen Choate, Edmund Jones still battle side by side for 3rd. Now Kenny Tripp and Kyle Martin are closing the gap. Stephen Gary also not 1 1/4 seconds back and gaining. But so is Matt Bear, DP Riggins, and Ed Sr. Andrew Thornton also lurking there. Michael Cray looks back to the inside as they go off into 3. He might have the run this time. Richie on the high side. It's a drag race down the front into turn 1. Richie pulls ahead off into turn 3. Still got a Cray. Still looks into the inside but can't get there. And now Stephen Choate on the high side goes for second. And would you look at this? Edmund Jones thinking about sticking in the middle for a 3-wide move. Oh, caution is out. Edmund Jones involved. Edmund just gets loose out of turn 4. Backs it into the wall. Caution is out on lap 44. Could see a lot of drivers in for tires here. Just past the halfway point. And Stephen Choate, no, he fakes it. Edmund Jones is coming in for repairs. Kyle Martin stays out. Vern Spring back in. Russell Worth is officially out of the race. Richie Joplin has led every lap so far. Can he hold on to it? Still 40 laps to go here. Everybody good to go on fuel as well with the caution lap. Some of the drivers did top off on fuel earlier on. Matt Bear tried to fake the pit road again. Nobody buying it. Lights go out on the pace car. They stack back up. Side by side down the back straightaway, getting ready for the restart. Just under 40 laps to go here at Iowa. Pace car is back in. Richie in control. Fires. Green flag in the air. Choke gets on the gas and gets a little squirrely. He gets it straightened out, but not before Michael Cray gets a big jump down to the inside. Choke fights back up top. Matt Bear slides by DP Riggins, now up into fourth. Into fifth, DP in sixth. Andrew Thornton now in seventh. Ed Sr. in eighth. Edmund in ninth. Richie Joplin has to love all the battling going on behind him as Michael Cray now looks back to the bottom under Choate. Kenny Tripp closing back in on the leaders. Choate looking on the high side, can't get there. Now they cross over under Richie. Richie still fights back on the high side. Richie has not had to fight nearly as much as the guys behind him. Tires may be an advantage. We may Edmund Jones involved in an incident. He is off track, no caution. Well, let's see what happened. Ed Jones under Ed Sr. Oh, the Joneses get together. Edmund a hard hit into the inside wall, but down on the apron, out of the racing line. Richie pulls ahead, and now we've got Michael Cray on the high side for second. Here comes Kenny Tripp. Matt Bear down on the bottom in fifth. Andrew Thornton and DP Riggins battling it out for sixth. Andrew gets the big run off turn two. Choate seems to be fading at the moment. Now back to fourth as Kenny Tripp takes third. Richie Joplin still in the lead. Michael Cray now in second. Kenny Tripp third. Choate trying to fight back on the bottom for fourth. Mad Bear on the high side. Andrew Thornton trying to slide himself by up into fifth. Oh, Andrew a little bobble. DP's got a bit of a run. Just under 30 laps to go in Iowa as Michael Cray looks for the lead. Andrew Thornton on the high side up to fifth now. Stephen Choate was making some big moves up on the high side earlier in the race, but now on the bottom can't seem to get the drive off. Kyle Martin now up into eighth. Stephen Gary up to ninth now as he battles with Holy cow, Garrett. Stephen, hold on to it. Stephen Gary and Ed Sr. both have a little bobble through 3 and 4 that time by. Brandon Young has had a rough night, currently running in 11th. Vern Spring now up to 12th, also having a rough night. Michael Cray looking underneath Richie now for the lead. Richie gets a big drive off the middle of turn 2. Cray looks back to the bottom through 3 and 4. But that high line has so much momentum. He comes up the track. They almost touch. And Matt Barrett looks low for an advantage here. They're going to go into 1, 3 wide. And the Mad Bear sends it in. Kenny Tripp backs out. DP looking low on Andrew Thornton. That's the battle for 5th. Matt Baird now up into second place. He was on pit road. Lap 33. Looks like he did take tires. Will that be enough to get him the lead and the win? Will he be the first person to sweep in 2 seasons? Lap traffic comes into play. Richie shoots by on the bottom. Matt doesn't lift. Michael Cray trying to fight his way back into the picture. Same with Kenny Tripp. But DP Riggins on the move. DP looking low, trying to take fourth from the champ. Andrew Thornton lurking not far behind. He was also on pit road, lap 33. Richie still holding off Matt Baird. Richie has yet to win a Tour Mod race this season. But Matt Baird, as he sends it deep into 3, Matt Baird could be the first person to sweep in the last 2 seasons. Richie holds him off. Cray still lurking. Tripp still lurking. DP still right there. Andrew Thornton just a few feet behind. Stephen Choate in 7th. McRacken in 8th. Ed Sr. in 9th. Stephen Gary up 5 spots into the top 10. Richie is sideways. He's getting bumped. He's in the wall. 20 to go. Caution is out. And what the heck happened here? Richie pulls down just as Matt comes up. DP taps him on accident as they come by. Richie gets in the wall. Michael Cray gets in the wall. And it looks like Stephen Choate caught up as well. And somehow Andrew Thornton just misses. And let's take a look at this incident from the in-car camera on Andrew Thornton. A big collision, and how Andrew missed that chaos is beyond me. The top 4 have stayed out. Everybody else is on pit road. Matt Baird, DP Riggins, Andrew Thornton, Brandon Young, all staying out. Matt Baird trying to pull off the sweep here tonight. Matt Baird is down on the apron. Could he be getting Nope. DP currently has the lead, waiting to see what's going on with the Mad Bear here. Matt may be getting the penalty for that incident and going to the tail end. That's going to give the lead to DP Riggins, but Andrew Thornton will restart on the outside. John, you ain't a kidding. That's some great wreck avoidance. And Kevin, you're absolutely right. A lot of fresh tires coming. Kenny Tripp sitting in fourth, 4 fresh Goodyears. Lights are out on the pace car. This has been an eventful race and non-stop battles. Now it is a dogfight to the end. Nakia cheering on Andrew Thornton. Pace car is in. DP fires green back in the air. Andrew still has the high side. The top 3 checking out already. Kenny Tripp looks to the bottom and Thornton sends it through 1 and 2. DP washes up. It is Andrew Thornton to the lead. Kenny Tripp looking low. Andrew Thornton leads for the first time tonight. DP fights back on the high side. Kenny Tripp to third. Stephen Choate has fought his way back up into fourth. And Richie already back to fifth. Matt Bear falling in forward into sixth. Michael Cray seventh. McRecken in eighth. DP now looks under Andrew Thornton. Neither of these drivers have won in this series. Andrew has been close so many times, so many occasions, bad luck, internet connection, and everything else. Could tonight finally be the night? DP still fighting back on the bottom. Stephen Choate just set the fastest lap of the race. Fingers crossed here, Nakia. DP gets a little bit further underneath, but Andrew the momentum on the high line. Off turn 2, Andrew pulls ahead. Kenny Tripp now to the outside. He's going to battle DP. Stephen Choate has closed back up on the leaders, and he brought Richie with him. Matt Bear lurking just behind. 10 laps to go. Andrew Thornton down the front stretch. 9 laps to go. Kenny Tripp all over the bumper. Kenny has already locked up the title tonight. How hard is he going to fight him? Andrew has not been to victory lane in this series ever. Tripp looks back to the inside. 8 to go. Don't do it, Kenny. Just roll out of it a little. Not that I'm biased. Stephen Choate on the high side. Richie looking down low. Richie trying to get back up front. Kenny Tripp, fresher tires, all 4, pulls even. It's Thornton at the line. 7 to go. Here's where Andrew has beat him every lap off turn 2. But this time, Kenny pulls ahead. Andrew not done fighting yet, but the tires may be going away. They're 3 wide as Richie comes charging. Andrew now in second, all over the back bumper through 1 and 2. Richie looks down low. Andrew pulls back up. Richie down to the bottom for second place, but Andrew's still right there on Tripp's bumper. It is side by side for second on back. 4 laps to go. Andrew's still within striking distance. Can he get it done? Andrew clears the traffic around him. Now he's got some room to run. Can he run Tripp down? 3 to go. Kenny Tripp, 0.4 of a second ahead. But he is losing ground. The pack behind closing in. Andrew uses every bit of the track off 2. As McRecken shoots to the bottom, 3 wide into 3. Caution! We're going to get a green-white checkered. Matt Bear and Michael Cray. Matt just gives him a love tap. Cray trying to correct it, gets in. They both go. A green-white checkered finish. Kenny Tripp in the lead. On fresh tires, Andrew Thornton's tires 30 laps older has still been able to fight along. Kenny Tripp has already been crowned the champ tonight. Andrew Thornton has yet to pull off a win in this series. He's been here since the beginning. Can he get it done tonight? Richie Joplin, also a rookie this season. DP Riggins, a rookie this season. None have won yet this season. But the crowd favorite is definitely the 31 car of Andrew Thornton. They'll have 2 laps to settle it when the green drops. Lights go out on the pace car. There is a high probability of a first-time winner here tonight. Andrew Thornton has a big cheering section. Richie Joplin, a big cheering section. DP Riggins has several people cheered for him, but Kenny Tripp already has a championship. Kenny makes one mistake on the restart. Andrew Thornton could pull this off. It is long overdue. Pace car is in there in the zone. Kenny fires. Green is in the air. Kenny clears quickly. Andrew Thornton sends it into 1 and 2. He's got to run. He looks to the bottom down the backstretch. Sends it into 3. Andrew pulls ahead. Out of turn 4, it's a drag race. White flag in the air. Andrew sends it deep into 1. He's not giving an inch. Kenny still fighting back on fresh tires. into 3 and 4, side by side. Who's it going to be? Andrew drifts up the track. They're full throttle. They're neck and neck. It is Kenny Tripp by 2/100ths of a second. Kenny Tripp wins and locks up the title, but holy crap, what a run out of Andrew. 2/100ths of a second. Let's talk to our top three, starting with DP Riggins. DP, I'm out of breath those last few laps, man. DP, I am completely out of breath, man. Those last few laps, you guys put on one heck of a show tonight.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. Especially running with old Richie there. It's always fun running next to him. And glad to see there's more guys like us that can be just as aggressive and clean at the same time. It's most definitely fun.
It definitely was one of the best shows of the season. A ton of great racing. You guys back and forth all over the place, and you made up a ton of ground tonight just quietly working your way through.
Oh, yeah. I thought I might have had just a little bit more there left in the tank, but I see McRecken there looking on the inside on all of us, and I was just about to get ready to throw it inside of 1 and 2, but I didn't want to ruin anybody's race being here first time. You know, I know some guys are looking forward to points and stuff, so good overall night. Just glad to keep it clean and bring home a podium position.
Well, man, congratulations. An awesome, awesome night.
Thank you. Good job, Doug.
DP Riggins comes home in third. Andrew Thornton pulls off second place. Andrew, I have to say, I think everybody was rooting for you. 2/100ths of a second, man. I thought you had it when you dropped to the apron.
Man, I thought I did too. And over here in the Discord, I had a couple voices that should remain nameless that I should have adored him.
I think the fans would have agreed. Kenny had the championship locked up. You should have slammed him.
Oh, you know me. I get roughed up every week. Last thing I want to do is have a target on me next week already.
Well, buddy, that was your best race of the season. I honestly, up until Tripp got fresh tires, I really thought you had this. That restart, that last 2 laps, man, one hell of a fight, buddy. Congratulations.
Man, the tire strategy worked out. I refused to run that low line knowing it was quicker because I knew I might need those tires with 5 to go.
And it paid off big time, man.
Well, we started going down the back straightaway, and I saw him start backing up on me, and I was like, man, this is going to get good coming to the finish.
It definitely did. Man, congratulations. That was awesome, awesome, awesome race.
Well, thank you, Doug.
Andrew Thornton gets second. Kenny Tripp gets the win, locks up the title, but Kenny, it does not get any closer. You lock up the title, but you win by just 2/100ths of a second.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting. I know he had somewhat decent tires, and I think I was the freshest in the top 4 or 5 in the last restart. But it took a few laps for this to come in, actually. It took longer than I thought. I probably shouldn't have took full fuel either, but all in all, good night. I heard his interview. I was expecting him to door me, honestly. He's had some tough luck all season, and, you know, if he would have doored me and won, I would have been totally fine with that. You know, I myself included, I've gotten to him a couple times by accident. He's a great guy to race with, and he definitely deserved to win, but I was just had a little bit more power on the outside, and he didn't door me, so I will definitely remember that as well.
Well, buddy, great job. Congratulations on an awesome season, and you lock up the title. Man, great job all season long.
Yeah, thanks, Doug. I got to thank you guys, you know, Edmund Jones and the whole crew. They put a lot of time in this. You put a lot of time in this. Your broadcasting is second to none. Got to thank Temp Setters and Josh Doobie, Mom and Dad for watching. I think my nephew's watching tonight as well. But Orion, So, all in all, good night. We'll finish it up the season, and then I'm hiatus for a while. I take the summers off. I got some real racing to do. I help my nephew race past modified, so that takes up too much time to be on this thing in the summertime.
I got you. Well, man, congratulations, champ. Great night.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone, for coming out.
Kenny Tripp wins the title, but what a finish. It does not get any better than that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on Memorial Day. Remember to take a moment tonight and just remember all those that have sacrificed their lives so that we can have our freedoms. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night, everybody.